Hello, this is Aaron Mean of Extra Game Info, and welcome to a new episode of Let's Talk. In this episode, we will be talking about MCM Ireland Comic Con. MCM Ireland Comic Con ran from the 29th to the 30th of August in the RDS here in Dublin, and it's the second year of the event. For people who don't know about MCM Comic Con, it is quite a big popular UK reaching expo that focuses on comics, video games, anime, movies, TV shows, that sort of area. And really, from this the second year of the convention and second year I've been there, it's very much a mixed convention in my opinion. They have some great stalls, they have great guest stars, they have great little side activities, but I say mixed as in they have all these great things, but it really can't last for the entire day, in my opinion, unless you're a real big super fan of, say, Game of Thrones. I believe 2 guest stars there, which I'll mention in a few minutes. If you're a big fan of them, it's definitely worth it. But as a small passing interest, kind of is okay, but I wouldn't spend an entire day there. Like, it's many a thing you'd go for a few hours on a Saturday or Sunday. Really recommend the Sunday because it's the quietest. But I think we'll just move on. Let's talk about what's there at the convention. Well, they had stalls. Well, these stalls are in some small, medium and large companies. The likes of Tokyo Toys that were selling t-shirts and some sweets. Japan Center that were selling out Japanese snacks like melon bread, daifuku, Hello Panda and drinks like ramune, which is pretty nice. There's Mode Asia, they're selling really cute yukatas, replica swords, those little ornamental Japanese dolls. Various maneki nekos, which are beckoning cat or lucky cat. Then there was Mechatron they were having you could control robots for a little football game. There was also some video game companies there, but the developers of Guild of Engineering were there. They had MCM Esports, which was very disappointing this year. Last year they had a big esports event where you could watch these people playing a tournament. This year there was no real tournament scene at all. There was no anime stalls there, no companies selling merchant anime DVDs or Blu-rays. The first year, Manga UK and MVM had a licensed distributor there. This year, no distributor, which is annoying. They had a wrestling on as well, which to me is kind of weird, but it seemed to be quite popular. So that's like the main attraction that you're going to see there at the comic convention. They had a lot of guest stars as well, from Game of Thrones, True Blood, Once Upon a Time, 2 from Arrow, 2 from Warehouse 13, some from Being Human, Doctor Who, Primeval, Farscape, Storage Hunters, some weird reason, a lot of anime and video game actors in the form of Ali Hillis with Lightning in Final Fantasy 13, Lee Lang, who's in a lot of Digimon, Sandy Fox, who was in the upcoming English dub of Alden Zero, Tara Platt, who was in Sailor Moon Crystal, small role in that. Well, she played the mother of the main character. So if you're really interested in meeting your favorite stars, it's great crack. Especially, I've got to really talk to Eddie McClintock from Warehouse 13, played the leading male role. He was a very interesting person to talk about. He very much acts like his character in Warehouse 13, smart and yet acting the fool, which was kind of interesting to see, especially for his panel. Yes, every guest star had a panel. There was a voiceover panel for a lot of the people who do anime and video game voice acting, which was quite interesting, talking about the roles. And the guy who played the main character in Ben 10 was talking about how he got turned down for a role that was looking for the person who did the same voice as Ben 10. So apparently working in voice acting is quite difficult, even maybe as difficult as working in just basic actor roles. But yeah, I'm kind of doing a quick overview of the entire thing there. So, want to give my overall opinion now? After giving that quick speech of what was there. As I've said earlier, it's mixed, but it was decent. If you really want to go there and buy a lot of, I would say, knickknacks, merchandise, I think is the correct term, it's great. I think I spent too much money on buying merchandise there myself, but the way I thought it was worth it. I really like the fact I got to try out some Japanese snacks I never had before. Like I've only had Pocky before, and there I got to try melon bread and some Japanese drinks like ramune. It's kind of cool. Got to see a lot of Japanese ornaments, which I really loved. I was really tempted to buy a Manaki Neko, a beckoning cat, but I think my wallet told me no, so I listened to my wallet because I spent way too much money when I was there. Say the convention will be there in the RDS next year, and I definitely recommend checking it out. If you've never been to a convention before, it's definitely worth it for the experience on its own. And if you're a big fan, you might see a person cosplaying as a character you enjoy. I believe there was a few good ones there. 501st were there, the Emerald Garrison, I believe they call the Irish one. So if you're a big Star Wars fan, you can check them out. Maybe when they're there next year, they might have some of the new Stormtrooper outfits from the upcoming Star Wars movie. You never know. I would have liked to see a lot of additions. I want to bring back the esports tournament. I'm surprised they didn't have it this year. I'd love to see more focus on anime distribution. I love video games as well. I'd like to see. They only had 3 video game developers, and they were all indie developers, which is kind of annoying. But I suppose Comic Con in Ireland still wants to focus more towards the comic end, because I know a lot of comic conventions are really pushing towards video games now, but I guess MCM want to keep the Ireland Comic Con mostly towards the traditional end of things. It's grand. So really, overall impression, go to it. It's good fun. Could be better. So, reach the end card now. Top right hand corner you'll see the link to my latest video review, which is of Corpse of Discovery. If you want more information on SG Gaming Info, visit www.sggaminginfo.com. For more information on basically SG Gaming Info, visit facebook.com/sggaminginfo and follow us on Twitter @sggaminginfo. Thank you for watching.